Welcome to the Generation Podcast.
Hey, that's not fun. They could do it again. No, don't stop. Keep going.
Welcome to the Generation Podcast.
Oh, I felt the dishonesty.
Yeah,
I love it.
I'm not all that excited.
It's
We're
okay.
here though.
It's late. It's
in.
like the next day, and we just keep pressing.
We're in the dojo.
We're in the dojo.
We're in the basement.
So I've been told not to call you Luther anymore. Do you have a clearance or something?
Luther is
Is he
he's
dead?
He
died.
Dead.
He fell off a cliff and died.
Autoerotic asphyxiation.
It was autoerotic
in
asphyxiation.
a car.
It was in a car.
Thelma and Louise himself.
But it was in a parking garage.
Well, instead of Thelma holding hands with Louise, he was giving himself a hand job.
He was giving himself a hand job
with a belt around
his neck in a mall parking lot.
Yeah, he's the worst.
It was the worst.
Yeah.
It was actually, he was behind someone else's exhaust that they were trying to kill themselves, and he was like, just trying to jerk off with the belt. Granted,
trying to jerk off.
Trying
to jerk
with
off.
the belt around his neck.
And
he accidentally got someone else's suicide fumes, and that guy freaked out when he saw the other guy, and he didn't die, but they both came. Welcome to the Generation Podcast. You're kind of in a Try Guys brainstorming session. You're kind of in hell. You're kind of living Vietnam. And welcome Vietnam. Thanks for keeping it going. You're the reason we do this.
You're the reason for everything, Vietnam.
You're my inspiration. How many singers did Chicago have?
I don't know. They had a whole rack of people. There's like 7 of them.
I think they had about 3 too many. They had like 4 really great songs.
They had a whole couple of good albums.
They had a whole mess of stuff, but like Saturday in the Park.
The album that says Chicago across the front,
self-titled,
and then the other one that says Chicago across the front.
That's another good one.
I like both of those album covers.
It was a good one
because they let you know immediately.
I like to know where a band's from.
Yeah, that other album that they have that also just says Chicago across it.
Is it all just?
You don't need them.
It's steady branding.
I can show you. I got a couple of Chicago albums.
Do you have the one with Peter Cetera?
I don't know. Who's Peter Cetera?
Exactly, but he's like the Karate Kid era Chicago singer. Who is Peter Cetera? Peter Cetera, identify yourself. Were you good with your money? Did you save your wealth? Did he get a track in the Cobra Kai show? Or they were like, we're Pastor Peter Cetera. This is our Johnny
I don't
Lawrence
know
era.
who you're talking about.
Peter Cetera is he was one of the Chicago singers.
Oh, good. And he was in Karate Kid, you're saying?
Yes. Yeah. So, I'd say the worst band, not the worst band, but the worst, like, lineup of human beings that were ever in a place named band was probably Boston. Because didn't a bunch of them die, like, very soon?
I don't know.
They all died before Boston won anything in the World Series, like 4 times. He already had offed himself, I think.
But they had the Celtics.
Shot himself.
They had the Celtics. Larry Bird, right? In his heyday. I bet they did cocaine with Larry Bird.
You think Larry Bird did cocaine?
I'm pretty sure.
Do you think he had those? He had the nostrils for it, unlike Len Bias.
I bet he did cocaine.
You know about Len Bias, right?
No, I don't. Is he a basketball player?
Yeah.
Is he a cocaine user?
Well, he was.
I don't.
He died from cocaine, and like right after he got drafted, and like number 2 overall in like 83, 84, 86, something like that.
No.
It was 86. He literally 86'd himself with cocaine. Oh wait! You do that again? Is it hard? That's our sad womp. Change the subject base. And here's me doubling, tripling down. So this is all about musicians who died prematurely. And then someone went on way too long.
Welcome to our show.
Yeah, welcome back, Vietnam.
Yeah, aren't you glad we waited 2 months to come back to this?
For dead in Ohio. Hey, so what's been on your mind? You still have a job?
Yeah, oh yeah. Doge didn't doge me.
I've not been doged either. Bulldoged. Oh, that's a thing.
Big Balls didn't teabag me or whatever he does.
So, it's weird to be twice the age of a guy who's now in charge of the government's, hacking people apart. It's interesting.
Yeah. Is this subject matter we want to talk about?
About people living in fear and chaos?
Yeah.
Vietnam needs to know about this, because it's headed there next. They're going to have their own big balls.
I think they might have.
They've already been through some stuff. Is that what you're saying?
I think they had a rough time. A couple times.
A couple rough times?
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, they were like legit though. People would be falling out of the trees and just hacking people to death, mowing them down, and we kept going.
Yeah.
It's like, did we not? You know what?
We're sitting so close and talking about Vietnam. I feel like we should just be like, it's just Deer Hunter.
Sometimes the rain was coming from upside down.
Yeah, no, it's Deer Hunter. I watched that scene with De Niro and Walken.
Don't spoil the end.
No, it's the beginning.
Oh, it's the beginning?
Or the middle.
Only in the beginning.
Where they're just locked in and doing the whole
staring at each other.
Yeah, Russian roulette, or I guess Vietnamese roulette.
Either way, they're putting a gun to their head. Vietnamese roulette is a different type of. It's just regular roulette. It's just regular roulette, and they do it for 40 hours straight.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the South Koreans? Sorry. That's it. I've read stories about South Korean young men that just play games until their eyes burst, and they die, have an aneurysm or something, or a stroke.
South Korean boys, when their eyes bleed.
In an internet cafe that were only made and stayed in business by South Korean boys who don't have a girlfriend. They're playing with the wrong joystick. That's gotta be depressing, right? There's so many ways to meet people now, and you're just like, nah, I'm gonna play Sims for 40 hours.
For 40 hours.
Is it addictive? Have you played Sims?
So I watched this dude who plays a city builder game called City Skylines. No, I've never watched someone play video games other than when I'm in the room and it's watching my boy play some Final Fantasy VII.
I feel triggered by
this. But then I'll
explain why later.
No, I know some dude named Mark wronged you in childhood. We've covered this.
Wait, you know
was
about
it in
that?
College? One time I went to college.
No, it was. You remember Mark?
Yeah,
he had a brother. And I went to sleepover, and he was always just playing the games.
And his father touched you. Your hair looks great, by the way.
Yeah, we got haircuts. His father did touch me. Not really, but he looked like he was... You know that childhood fear if you haven't been diddled, but you don't know why you're scared of a man? Like a man? It's a slide base. No, his father was very stern. But it turns out he was very tall.
A gentle soul, perhaps.
He was very tall.
He tickled me once. I didn't like it. It wasn't in my naughty place, but I didn't care for it. Well, if your dad tickles you, that's one thing. But if someone else's dad
his wife
tickles you,
became a bus driver, and then she left him to be a lesbian. And maybe that's why he was stern all the time. He was running off, walking through the house with full bags. Oof. Full bags of rage. And for some reason, they had waterbeds in their home. Those waterbeds never popped because she probably wouldn't even let him jerk off on that waterbed. Have you ever jerked off on a waterbed?
No.
What about with a bag over your head?
Like Luther?
And it's called night swimming. Where you can't see and you can kind of breathe, but it's kind of threatening. Night swimming. Can I really breathe through this? Can I really live with this? If my lesbian wife walks in on me and I'm listening to Hootie and it's 1994 and we want to divorce. She was the worst.
Great bus driver, though.
Was she a good bus driver?
Hell of a bus driver. I feel like I've told this story before.
No, you have not.
So this woman that we knew from our youths. She was a parent of friends of ours.
Yeah.
She was a bus driver. Well, I don't. You started it.
Well, I know.
It doesn't matter.
Default.
Let me get to the bus part.
Yeah,
I was on a field trip, and she was one of the bus drivers on the field trip. After debusing, you debus? I think debus. At wherever the destination was. I was standing with the teachers and the bus drivers while the kids carried on because I was
in trouble.
Yeah. And so there was one parking spot left, and the bus had to be backed in.
Oh.
And they're like, "What is she doing? That spot's too tight for her. She can't make that turn." And they all watched in awe as she just whipped this thing back and not slow,
just confident.
Back.
Did she whip and nay that bus right in that spot? She did.
And then they're like, "Wow, she did it!" And there was actually bus driver applause for it.
Really? Yeah. Wait, other bus drivers were?
Yeah. They were. I bet she fucked that night.
Do you think that's when that day she came out, like the next day?
No.
This was after this?
She came out and then went bus driver. It's not like she was a bus driver and then she just got finger blasted.
But would you say that parking spot was lesbian tight? I mean, she was just like, you know what? We're starting over.
Yeah.
What if? Oh my god, dude. What if like it just when you decided, you made the decision that you're gonna listen to your heart, your body, whatever. I'm about to fart as I said, listen to my body.
Right, listen. Oh, I picked that up. When did you take your pants off? Have your pants been off this whole time?
My pants have been off for a minute. So what if it just like you just got fresh vajay like right away? Fresh vajay right away. It's just like
who?
I don't know. Like you've been busted up. You've
been busted up.
Say you've been busted up. Listen to Peter Cetera records on your knees, blowing guys you don't love. You know, having a couple, 3 separate 2-year-long relationships that go nowhere. And your pussy's a sieve. Ooh, but it's your sieve, you know?
It's your sieve.
It's like you driving a busted up Honda, and then Toyota, and you take it. One of these days, you're like, you know what? I'm gonna do something for myself. I'm gonna do it for myself. Autoerotic asphyxiation.
Gonna hang myself in my garage with a belt while I crank it.
And it's gotta be a braided belt. You gotta be found in the most embarrassing combination possible, with your limp dick out and the belt around your neck, and those braids are uncoiled and the third rail's being pressed in that braided belt, and you came a little bit but not enough. And so, like, what if it's like going through a car wash and you come out and you finally treated yourself, and then you're rewarded, instead of like that sparkly shine on like an otherwise piece of shit car, kind of like this haircut. Like, I feel really good today.
Your hair looks so
It looks so fucking good. Yours looks really good.
Yeah, we got blowout confidence.
We got blowout confidence, so we're just to say whatever we fucking feel like.
Yeah.
We're talking about how tight it would be to start over as a lesbian, I guess, where you're just like, no more of this butchie. No. I mean, no butchie, but like, you know, that Sopranos.
Yeah,
that's a great scene. That's
so good.
And then it's just like you come out of that and you're just that sparkly shine. But what if it's like for your pussy? Like you just get that. If I could gift anything to the lesbian community, that's like, what is it? A born again lesbian. I mean, what if you were just like, you know what? I had an inkling this whole time. And I did try the dick, and it was there. I mean, it was being offered to me. It's being offered to me. I'm gonna take it a little bit. But like, you're like, you know what? I'm done with this. No more of this butchie. Every single lesbian or bisexual woman that at once dabbled in dick deserves a super duper, extremely tight, brand new pussy. So, what is that product called? How do we market to our new community and listeners?
Brand new pussy.
Got that brand new pussy. You got a brand new pussy, and it's extra, extra cushy, and it's tight as fuck, and it's time to lick, and it's so, so slick, and I loved it in my box. I love my new box. I love my new box. It's my sandbox, and I'm not full of rocks, and it's no more cocks.
No more cocks.
Brand new pussy. Got jingles. Products don't exist. So I think that would be a reward. What would be like the equivalent of just like starting a new life? It's like witness protection, but for your puss.
But
like,
for your vagine.
For your brand new vagine.
We're obviously experts on this, and I'm so glad.
Brand new vagines.
Brand new vagine.
I've never taken a virginity. It's been taken from me.
You've never?
No. I was really old when I started.
I'm 2 for 3, sucker.
2 for 3. That's hilarious. It's like 67% of my first sexual encounters were with virgins. Wait, was that? Were you strumming a Zeppelin tune?
I don't know.
That sounds like I was going to California with the aching in my heart. This is.
I don't remember.
I don't. Yeah, no, I don't know.
The virginity, the Zeppelin riff. I don't.
Oh yeah, I think you were accidentally playing a bass version of a Zeppelin riff, but it sounded similar. It was in that ballpark.
Everything's in the ball. This is just gonna be just peppered through the whole.
I hope so. My moaning or your bass lines?
The bass line.
Okay, so
I think
so.
Or none of this is recording.
No, it's all recording.
Oh, it's all
recording.
It's
all been done. Two out of 3 ain't bad. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I guess.
You went through a lot last.
They didn't know disappointment till they got with me.
Yeah. Fresh. What is it like?
Fresh Virgin? Well, ask our sponsor.
Brand new pussy. It's gushy, gushy, gushy. Don't be pushy, 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 or you won't get a lick of this sick pussy. No cocks in the pussy. It's a brand new pussy, got the car wash smell.
That's not good.
And if you don't like pussy, you can go to hell. You better like this. You better like that. You better like brand new pussy.
What do you think of our brand new format of the show?
It's got music and it's not very good and the dog talking stinks.
Luther's dead.
Luther's dead.
Now it's some tune.
It's all jingles, jangles. So
inaudible.
You know what's really funny? We're pleading with North Vietnam and South Vietnam, all of Vietnam, all of it throughout history and past, present, and future. Everything, everywhere, all at once, but Vietnam. Not. What was
that movie?
No, it seemed too long.
No, it's a good flick.
His face? Does
he hang dong?
Does Gizmo hang dong in it? What's his name? Data? Does Data hang dong?
Yeah.
His urethra is really stretched from years of sounding.
Kiwi Wan?
Sure.
Anyway, he's good.
Yeah.
It's a good flick. Seriously, watch that movie. You just you don't read anything into it and go in blind.
I love going in blind.
And then just be like, I did not expect that.
I did not expect that much urethra.
Yeah. Well, there's just some shit, man. You just
I don't know. Check it out.
It's things you've never seen before.
Wait, does what's her face? I almost said Kathy Lee Griffin.
Jamie Lee Curtis
hangs dong in that. It's Turner syndrome.
It's not. It ain't far from that.
It's multiverse Turner syndrome and stretch urethra from a former child star. Boom, 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 boom. But it's brand new pussy. Here comes the ad for brand new pussy. It's gushy, gushy, gushy. It's better than a virgin tushy. Don't be pushing to get this pussy. It's brand new. Yeah, you can get in a Toyota Tacoma. The car can be old, but the pussy is new. You can play for 1, you can drink for 2. Oh. You're like doing like grunge, like riffs. What was that? I loved it.
I'm just playing. I don't know. You can't even hear. I got headphones on.
You know what I thought? What I was
touch my leg. Touch it again. Do it.
Bing dong, bing bong, bing. When you feel it aroused and you don't want to, you're afraid to say it, and you're afraid to not show it, and not when you're aroused looking at me, we're sharing one mic, but we're very intimate. We're very related to each other.
I'm never afraid to be aroused.
Okay, I'm just saying you should play a riff. Like you should play. We need to have a little diddle for a ditty. I mean, a ditty for every feeling and every emotion.
Have a boner alarm for you?
Want your boner alarm? I want your boner alarm. Okay, so that's really good. That's a good riff. I was discovering something while we're like pleading with the Vietnamese to continue to listen and tell all their Vietnamese friends and associates to listen and spread the word.
Yes.
Yeah. To understand while I was thinking that, I also realized that we are coming up with jingles for a product called Brand New Pussy. Brand New Pussy for born again lesbians. No, while simultaneously, unless we really fuck up, we will never experience brand new pussy ever again. Not a different pussy, the same wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah. We're assuming wonderful. Some of them wonderful. Brand new pussies.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's funny. I think it's really ironic and funny at the same time.
I honestly...
Well, you know what I'm talking about. Play. We got the brand new pussy. It's on eBay for some reason, but it still feels brand new when I put it on. Can you get a strap on that feels like brand new pussy? Like a strap on pussy? Yeah. Or is a strap in? Can we sell brand new pussies online? We're gonna sell only like it's like OnlyFans, but it's like a store, and it's like only appendages. It's just only orifice.
Detachable penises.
Only fist.
Remember that song, Detachable Penis?
Yeah, it's a pretty good King Missile.
Detachable Penis.
Only fist, is that a good name? Only fist, like orifice. Only fist.
Sure. Yeah,
that's pretty bad.
I think it's great.
I mean, it's compared to what the garbage we've come up with so far, that's not bad. You know we're gonna have a legendary bit from this. I just know it. I just sense it in my ball sack.
Yeah, well, it's one of those things where we go for a little while just of hot garbage, and then by the end,
you're just like, yeah, it's gold, and you're like, ooh, fuck it, we'll still not edit anything, you know? It's like you deserve this gem, this brand new pussy, if you've listened to 27.5 minutes of Drek.
Yeah,
just utter Drek.
If you're tuning in, you deserve this. You fucking idiot. What did you expect?
If you're tuned in, your hope has turned out.
If you waited months for this.
Yeah, oh my God. Not months. Month and a half.
No, it's been like 2 months.
Early Jan.
It's been like
it was
2
early
months.
Jan. Oh, that's 2. No, it was like...
That is 2 months.
At least we weren't like starting a new year.
Today's the 6th. It's 12...
Of heaters. And it was
12:32 a.m.
I'll be back in 2 months.
No, it just phased out, dog.
Phased out. I got sick. Sick. Not terminal. Flu.
I lost interest is what happened with me.
And then you're like, but what could have happened is that Luther had to die.
Luther needed
so
to
that
die.
these jingle jangle guys could live.
Yeah.
I like this new look.
I like it.
Is it the haircuts? Do we have unreasonable confidence right now? Honestly, when I went like more than an hour without a reflective service, I started feeling depressed.
And yeah.
I feel like I understand Narcissus. He must have just had a haircut.
Who?
Narcissus or whatever at the pond.
Oh, is that what happened?
Greek myth. Yeah, he had just got fresh cuts.
Oh, damn.
He was hanging dong in fresh cuts. My lovely lady, she was like, she briefly saw me on a work break when I came back to change my clothes into my daycare gear, and it was like, she was like, oh, and then a few minutes later, she's like, I feel like this haircut's making you horny, or you're like haircut horny right now. I was like, who said that? My lady.
Oh, your girl.
Did
you go home and smash?
I didn't go home and smash. I go home and drop the possibility of soon smash, and it was like I set the tone. I went and I set the tone, and I took the tone off the table, and it came here. Brand new pussy, it's so gushy, it's better than tushy. It costs $9.99 a month. You lease it. It's like a Spotify.
Who's the market for brand new pussies?
Not the Vietnamese. Oh, shout out.
Oh,
say something good about Vietnam. Hurry.
Saigon, baby. Saigon, baby.
Say baby. And I was thinking about the Billy Joel song for some reason.
Oh, yeah?
Goodbye, Saigon. Goodbye, T.O. Pussy. Coming on a new pussy kick. Oh, it's so sweet, it'll make us sick. You'll never need a prostitute again to eat your box.
Eating box. So, again, who's in the market? Who are we targeting? What's the target audience for our brand new pussies?
Okay, so...
Is it for old?
No. Old lesbians?
This is just it's just a lesbian product?
Is
it a pocket pussy? Is it for men?
Newly active or newly curious lesbians or bisexuals or...
Well, they're obviously the ones tuning into this program.
Yeah. Well,
long-time listeners.
Women's March. It's gotta happen again. I'll be there this time. You went last time, right?
The Women's March?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did?
Well...
Did you get any numbers?
I drove down...
You dropped her off and get the fuck out of here?
Yeah. She wanted to...
Hey, man, get out of here.
I said...
Get out of this. Get out of this car. We play video games all day. And in the Sims game that I play, she's gotta be subservient. And then it's boring as fuck to make all the decisions.
Oh, I hate making decisions.
It's great.
You know what happens when I make decisions?
What happens?
I make bad fucking decisions.
Really? And then you get blamed?
Well, I deserve the blame.
Why? Tell me, sing about it.
I make a bad choice.
I make a bad choice.
A real
bad choice. And I don't deserve a voice in my own home. These four walls confine my stupidity. And if I back away enough, there is rigidity in my pants. In my pants. And I'll get to play with it autoerotically. With bag over my head so I cannot see or breathe. Have you ever tried that? Can we be honest with each other?
Yeah, I'd like to be honest.
Have you ever tried that?
What? Suck my own dick? Once.
You did?
Yeah, I got the tip in, but then I'm like, well, now I have a dick in my mouth.
No way.
Like, I don't like that.
No way you got it.
I'm real flexible.
No way you got it tipped in. I don't know whether to believe you or not, but you're taller than me. And you can do the V-sit better than me. You have longer arms.
And a big old long pee-pee. That helps too.
Is it
a
stretchy?
big old long pee-pee.
My dingus is flexible. And it's never hard, so it's real stretchy. And it goes 14 inches soft. It's bendy. It's like Dulceme's arm. And more tan.
Than Dulceme's arm?
Yeah, is it like
tanner than Dulceme's arm? It's so
big old dingus. I got no foreskin, cause I was raised Catholic. This new format, Candles and Animals. Oh, that was great. Remember that episode of Seinfeld? That was great. Yeah. You know, I like this format, actually.
It's good. We're so close.
We're really, you know what? I think this intimacy is helping.
It's 2 dudes, 1 mic.
It's 2 dudes, 1 mic. It's like, hey, I think we have to play a game.
I think I gotta poop in my mouth later.
I think
I think I'm gonna diarrhea in your.
You have to be like, you have to this. It has to be like we need a riff. Like we'll get the hang of this, but like if you memorize riffs and one of them is like Crossfire, and you have to suddenly act like you're on the show Crossfire, but it has to be like.
Oh, I was thinking that badass commercial for that game with the marbles. You'll get caught up in the crossfire. Remember that? That was great. Man, you got like
pussy. Brand new pussy. I'm choking. Is this what it? If I was hard right now, would that be a simulated autoerotic asphyxiation or gurgling? I want a sexual gurgle. Self-effacing sexual gurgling. Self-effacing sexual gurgling. You gotta get out the gobbler. My inner demons are pouring out my pee hole.
I've been taking a nice break from cranking down.
From cranking down?
Yeah.
I've been like, I time it so
taking
well.
a break.
Dude, shout out to Lit Erotica audio stories with the volume really low on your couch with the dog sleeping. Was that way too specific? I'm like, no, not this one. I'm like, no.
Aliens?
Yeah. No, it's like, basically, it's like, they're like, it's like stories with a little bit of sexy talk. Yeah. And it's like 3 minutes of me, and I'm done. I'm like out, and I'm going to sleep. Then I take my nightmares, like crawl, slink into bed, or I just stay on the couch.
Yeah.
If they gotta get up super early, and I'm doing it out of consideration for their sleep cycle, but really I just spent my wad on the couch. But not on the couch, I used an apparatus.
A brand new pussy?
A brand new pussy that, you know, you can buy a brand new pussy and just use it as your jerk-off's finishing sleeve. You wouldn't believe it, it's $9.99 subscription.
Is it like a subscription, like a monthly thing?
Yeah, but premium costs more than $9.99. $99 is the basic.
That's the used one.
No, $99.
It's a used.
It plays an advertisement.
Brand new pussy.
With sometimes it plays at the wrong time. Sometimes it just clenches up, and plays an advertisement for another product we get to mention. But it's owned by the giant conglomerate that makes brand new pussy. But it'll be like you're getting into it, and then it's like malfunctions, and it plays an ad, and then you just have to stop like blowing her D's and like her D's or whatever, her little sleeve down there. They're brand new pussy. What if? Yeah, if you don't get the premium model, it only opens up once in a while, like a fucking orchid or something. You gotta get in there real quick. I saw one of them docs narrated by Tom Hanks
about orchids.
It was
about North Americas.
It was about orchids on Epstein's Island.
Oh. Do you think Tom Hanks went there?
No, I think he might have owned some land there. I don't think he went there. He's probably like,
Tom
I had a
Hanks
time
don't need
share.
to fuck new pussy.
Yeah, Tom Hanks don't need new
That's
pussy.
not new.
Cause he got Rita Wilson. Rita Wilson's pussy don't stink. Rita Wilson pussy don't stink. Rita Wilson's pussy is pink. Rita Wilson pussy don't stink. Rita Wilson's pussy is still pink. And Chet Hanks saw it, and that's why he's a freak. You know that guy got an acting job? That's like nepotism, man. That guy sucks.
I don't care about nepotism.
I don't care either, but it's like you gotta be good too.
Maybe.
No, what if like also
you can get a job by being someone's kid. You could get a couple.
Yeah.
But eventually, like, you're gonna get a career off being someone's kid?
Yeah, you can.
I don't know.
If you're all about other people's kids.
Maybe like Michael and Sons.
Michael and Sons. What if he only had daughters and he forced them to go into his business family?
You're a son now.
You're gonna wear this strap on and fix this car. Bum ba dum ba dum bum.
It's plumbing.
It's plumbing.
Heating and plumbing.
Heating and plumbing and HVAC. HVAC and heating and plumbing and plumbing and plumbing and plumbing. We're gonna clean those pipes at gunpoint if need be. You are not my daughter. You work for me. Michael and Sons. Oh my God, we're gonna get sued if they find us.
Brand new pussy.
No
one's listening.
one's listening.
If anyone's made it this far, God.
How far?
I don't know.
There's
generative AI that will like give a whole transcript of the show, and I imagine someone's
We're gonna try to
like,
stump them. It's like when they use that dash. You know what I'm talking about? The dash that like they think people use, but it's like a double dash.
Double dash.
And it's like that's how you can tell if something's AI generated. The other way you can tell is if a woman wrote it. Was that good? You didn't laugh. I'm just trying to set you up to be like, I don't mean that. Women are better writers than men. How about that?
Like note taking? Yeah. Secretarial work? Absolutely. You mean like creative endeavors?
Yeah.
No. Stories?
I don't know. Probably not. No. You know why?
You know,
I know why.
No, they're not great storytellers. And here's why. If like instead of Homer, it was, I don't know, Marge telling the Odyssey. It was
Marge.
She would have just stayed fucking home. There would be no adventure. They didn't go on a quest. Yeah, you like it? You like that?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it was alright.
So I have a theory
that
it
wasn't very good. It wasn't very positive.
The problem is
this is Women's History Month, I think, right?
They get a whole fucking month for that?
Just one though.
Oh yeah, good. Why? Okay, here's the thing about these months. I support Black History Month. However, I think once everyone else is piling on, what about me? What about me? It's like, oh, I'm sorry. Unless you were black women, do you have any of your ancestors that you can directly link to not knowing where they came from because they were taken from a place? No, you came here, and you were born. Your grandmother was born with the same rights that you are, and that you need a month
with her old ass pussy.
Where her old ass pussy should have got a brand new world with a brand new pussy. So real talk. What do you think?
I don't want to get real talk.
No, what?
In
song?
In Trump's America?
You got it. Not in Trump's America.
Trump's America's gonna take all the months back. We need a white man month. That's what we need.
We got 13 months now. We got the best months. Some of the months I assume are for the blacks and the Mexicans.
There was talk. Someone had a calendar that was 13 months plus one extra bonus month.
Oh well, the Mayans have is that what it said? The Mayans have 19 or 20 months. The last month they call it
lousy with months.
They call it the lucky month or something because there's only 5 days, and that means there's less sacrifices. No, I learned about it and then I forgot. I went to Belize and then I forgot what the number of months.
Belize it or not,
I'm still dumb. And they went to Belize and I had a good time. So my question to you, and you have to answer.
Sure.
But you can answer via song. You can deflect, but deflecting is in an answer form, okay?
Okay.
So, do you think they should have been like, whoever the deciders are?
Who's that?
The constantly evolving and rotating and hateful deciders that keep hating back and forth.
Okay, sure.
So the deciders. And yes, in another however many months or years, we can re-decide, right?
Sure.
It has been re-decided for us. We never get a voice. But you get a voice on the Generation Podcast, sponsored by Brand New Pussy. So, hello Vietnam. What do you think about Americans only, and I repeat, only having Black History Month as far as an additional addendum to bland old history. What do you think? Do you think?
I don't give a shit. Do you know what happens to me during Black History Month? Let me tell you something. Every year.
What happens?
Absolutely fucking nothing.
Really?
Yeah, this doesn't affect
you don't
me. I don't
about,
care what the month is.
You don't learn about one new
Do
person?
I learn? I'm not in school. No, I don't learn. I quit learning a long time ago. I don't have to learn shit. It's my goddamn right to not learn shit.
I know, but me too. But like, I think it's cool that you'd be like, oh, by the way, the inventions came from this, and it's like, I don't know. It just makes you think about the world slightly different. But you know what doesn't make me think about the world slightly different? Women's months, women's history, blank heritage. So it's like, we need a whole month.
So Luther might have walked you back from talking about bashing women.
You're not going to.
Not this guy.
Yes!
He's going to double down.
No,
triple down.
I'm not bashing
this
women.
This guy's a dick.
He likes it. He's telling you to lean in real close, making eye contact.
Oh, boy, he's leaning in close, huh? You're pretty good at moaning.
I'm really good at sexual moaning while talking about obliterating Women's History Month. Yeah. So, I just don't understand it.
What don't you get?
How you can fill a whole month.
There's a lot. They were there for all of it.
Margaret Sanger and
all the bad stuff too. I think Bill Burr has a bit about like
the bad stuff.
Yeah,
like
like whatever that they were
or something.
Well,
wasn't that a woman?
They were also there, and then white women all of a sudden were like, "Oh yeah,
yeah." That's the thing. Here, that's that.
There you go.
Right.
You want to get started on that one?
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's more like
we'll get them. We'll show them. You know what? I don't know if anyone's out there saying these things on podcasts.
Dude, we gotta.
I don't know if there's any.
I don't listen to any podcasts.
I don't know if there's any pro man podcasts out there.
Hey, are you saying we pivot into the manosphere?
I think we're there, man.
Are we at the Vietnamese
I think we're
manosphere?
just two guys screaming into the void about how women are bad.
No, they're fine. They're not great, and they're not bad.
Neither are men.
I'm not saying men are awesome or
they're just all bad.
No, men aren't bad.
Men are
men
are terrible.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
In general,
I think if there were no women, we would fuck each other's brains out.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah.
Wait, so you're saying it's women's fault that we're not just joyously fucking and punching each other to death?
Joyously fucking and punching each other.
We could all, and we want to change a pace so we could get a brand new pussy to use recreationally while saving our hearts and love for man. Yeah, I think we would be like kind of gay for each other all the time. Not me and you. But there would probably be no shame. So, if you're maybe related to each other, hypothetically, if we are,
then you could just
plow. You could just plow. You could be like,
it's just bro jobs.
It's just bro jobs, bro. It's a literal bro job. So
yeah, it's fine.
So we could literally find out from insert ancestorfinder.com here. We don't give out shout outs unless it's a product that we endorse, okay? Which we endorse. Brand new pussy.
Are you trying?
I'm saying that we could literally not known. You could find out that you were related to somebody, and you're like, "There's no women. There's no one here to judge us anymore. Let's just fuck, anyways."
Oh yeah.
Like we're like first siblings, and it's like we're just gonna fuck.
Sure.
We're gonna go ass to ass.
Well, that's just holes bashing against.
We're gonna go ass to ass with an ice pick between us.
That's not. Well,
that's just cooling off. It's a hot day. You need an ice pick. An ice
pick is
slamming
it. It's metal. It's a shirt.
It's double sided. It's dulled
out. You don't know anything.
It's a dulled out double sided ice pick. I'm not talking about one that the fucking Iceman used or like fucking like
an ice. What in your mind is an
mafia
ice
guy,
pick?
Right? An ice pick is a thing you put in your asshole. Double sided. You fuck your brother with after you find out you're a brother. You fuck your half brother with the ass to ass with it's dulled out. It resembles a dildo, but it's living.
Why wouldn't you just?
It's living organisms.
We would
from
have
God.
Sex toys to use. Why an ice pick?
Why would we have sex toys?
Because that's after football, we'd make sex toys.
Here's
who do you think's out there making them?
Here's where I slightly disagree. I slightly disagree in that you're forgetting that without something to really impress, we don't strive. We're like, that's fine. You know how men kind of, one of our weaknesses as a gender is that we're just like, some of us are like, that's fine. Let's just keep going with this.
We wouldn't invent anything.
We wouldn't. There would be no reason to invent it. Because
I disagree.
We invented for new pussy.
I promise you,
and
we
money.
would have invented sex
Would we
toys.
even have money?
If there were no women, we'd like laid eggs or something.
You think we'd adapt to have children?
Well, we'd have to come from somewhere. I'm not saying all the women.
God, He made gays. God made gays.
Sure.
Did God make gays? Yes.
Yeah.
I don't care if there's not even a God. There is a God that made gays.
There's a gay God.
There's a God. No, He doesn't have to be gay. He could be like.
She doesn't
have to be gay. She could be like, you know what? I wish I would have thought of this earlier for myself. But God doesn't even fuck, so it's like I'm gonna let these guys fuck each other.
You think God fucks?
I think God's over it. Do you think God got a lot of ass?
Who gets over fucking?
People that are happy, like over fucking, or like obsessed with fucking and no longer obsessed with fucking, or like it's fine, it's great, but it's also like a thing that you do and it has its time and place, and that makes it more special. That's my argument. Monogamous, anytime, any place, but also not. It's perfect. I was a fucking degenerate, like by mind, maybe not by practice, but by mind. Yes.
Your mind was poisoned.
My mind was poisoned by random pussy. Because it's always like, oh, am I fulfilled today? No. Will I ever be fulfilled by anything? Probably not. But you know what might be nice right now?
Beating off.
Brand new pussy. And then if I can,
so then
I'll go to the bitter end of the day and then beat off.
And then what? You're past that? You've evolved?
Yeah.
How'd you heal that?
Love.
Oh, for yourself?
No. God, no.
External validation?
No, not even external. The internal validation of finding someone who likes me externally. And being like, you know what? I don't need to feel like I need to like throw this joy back into the well and see what else is there. It's like, So I talked to my therapist the other day. Still doing therapy. Vague improvement over years. I would say I was like, you know what? It's kind of like the Goldilocks.
Sure.
But the anxiety made this Goldilocks sometimes not even sit down, right? So it'd be like, I would either be like, oh, not good enough. Or like, oh, I shouldn't do this. I don't know. And now I just finally sat down. I'm like, this chair fits. It's great. Why do I need to go outside? Like, this cabin's okay.
You're just talking about with a woman,
with
or
one
just
person
in life in general?
Well, I think it was
you're just enough now? You're one?
Yeah, it was the missing ingredient for me to be like, there was not a missing ingredient. I just had to be in the right mentality to understand what could have been in front of me. And I found the best possible version of that for me. And then I stopped myself from being curious of are we sure? And I'm like, I'm sure. Or it doesn't fucking matter, I'm sure. I'm happy. I'm good.
Sure.
So basically, we're telling you Vietnamese people, listeners, is if you find something like a hobby, a passion, a person, not a job, a craft, a person, a calling of some sort, pause, look around. What else do you fucking need except devote a lot of time to that, and the rest might start to feel like noise. For example, I feel more present with people in my life, and I've narrowed my field of. I still like text friends and stuff, but I don't see anybody. I see nobody. And maybe you were ahead of the game in that because, being a family guy, and it's like, you weren't out there grinding, and maybe that's quite literally, on Grinder, but like maybe that's part of it. If you just like, the contentment was not there. Never. I don't think I was ever content in my life until the last couple of years. I'm being honest.
Sure.
In my entire life, even as a baby, maybe like until I was like 3, probably content. And then I was really happy that I had a brother, and then it's like, oh, this is cool. And then everything else outside the home was like, school, neighborhoods, things like that. The graphic violence that I experienced, I don't know. I'm making that part up. And then just beating off. I was a toilet guy. I don't know if you know that. Have we talked about this before?
Beat off in the toilet?
I only did it in the toilet.
Because you're garbage? And you're flushable?
Yeah, exactly.
You have no worth?
No, I have no worth. I erase scores of strident middle managers from the face of the earth that would have poured out of me into a woman and would have been begot another loser. And instead, I flushed him from years 14 through 38, at least. Just flushed them all. Great. Best thing I could have ever done was not breed a loser. I wouldn't have been able to take care of a person. And now I feel like I couldn't, I don't want to. It's great. It's the best thing. And I feel like more connected to other people that are in my life because of it, I would say. Is it cool?
Yeah.
Does this sound awesome? I say this as someone who loves, like, people and, like, it's just like, oh, I actually get to be more for people because, like, if they ever need me, because it's like, you're like that sixth man on the bench, but you're sixth man of the fucking year, every year. I'm that guy. The glue guy, you know?
Joanna Man? Wasn't he sixth
man? No, I don't know. Who are you talking about? Joanna Man? Joanna Man was a man dressed as a woman, right?
Yeah. But I thought there was the sixth man.
No, that's that thing about the ghost player.
Oh.
There's a lot of bad basketball movies. I can't wait to make money. No, but I'm just like, I was talking about this when it's just like, hey, like, there was part of me that used to be curious about this stuff, but then I'm like, it was overshadowed by panic, right? And I said this to my therapist, actually. It was like, unless I could transfer the human experience and awareness of knowing that you made a person and you get to be the first or second or third or whatever person besides the doctor and the wife or the surrogate or whatever to hold that thing and look at it and be like, oh shit, I did this. If you can't process that and you've thought about it in every which way, but you can't process that emotion, you can't possibly replace the relief that I feel of being like, I'm good. And it might kill me later. It might auto-rock asphyxiate myself in someone else's garage because I don't have a garage. I'm going to break in and I'm going to break my sobriety, have a beer, I'm going to have a Zima, and off myself in a Toyota Tacoma in someone's packed garage.
I'd be
while
honored
jerking off.
if it were mine.
Please, can it please be your garage? I mean, but again, let's be clear. I am not depressed at this moment. I am not suicidal, or I've never been, and it's more so that I just would accidentally die jerking off because I forgot to put the garage door open.
Luther Danger did it on purpose.
Yeah, he's like, no, man, when I go, I go. Like, I know when I go. Like, what if you just came too quick because you were written the right literotica audio file? Yeah, the right accompanying
aliens.
Yeah,
tentacles.
Right accompanying tentacle alien.
My stepmom has a tentacle.
You're dying with
in between her legs.
You die with your dick out. Dried cum around your foreskin. Your half mutilated foreskin.
And then she lays her wet egg upon my chest.
You got your iPhone 11 in your hand with the literotica page open.
You got your 9-year-old iPhone.
You got the literotica page open. The engine's still running.
The engine.
The gas thing on caution because you only fill up $10 at a time, and they'll never know that you didn't do it on purpose. Never. Okay, bye.